My name's Mika. Welcome to yoga on our Tuesday community sessions. Today our theme is balance. We're going to be balancing, we're going to be lengthening our limbs and really allowing the body to open and engage in those balancing poses. So a lot of energy and breath work to find that stabilizing motion, and then allowing awareness into the muscles that we're using in our practice to kind of bring us into a stronger conscious state. Such a beautiful part of yoga. So let's sit a little taller. Relax your shoulders back and down. Imagine that you're pulling up through the top of your head, just soft in your spine, resting your hands on your knees or your thighs. Take a deep breath in when you're ready, feeling your chest expand, and sigh it out of your mouth. Softening the body. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Just feel the body soften. Inhaling and exhaling. I invite you to close your eyes here, just to center ourselves a little more. Breathing naturally, gently. Allowing the elbows to relax, the wrists to relax on your thighs. We're going to breathe together. I'm going to count our breaths. And that controlled inhaling and exhaling will just send messages to your nervous system, send messages to your mind to kind of engage and focus and draw awareness to the breath. So on your next exhale, let all the air out at the bottom. I'm going to do a count of 6 slowly. We're going to pause at the top, and then I'll count you out for 6 and we'll pause at the bottom, and we'll do some cycles of this. So you might have already let all your air out. You're probably holding it. Hold all the air out at the bottom. In through the nose. Inhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold your breath. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Take your own count now, breathing in for 6 counts in your mind, enjoying the sounds, the music, the temperature around you. As you inhale deeply, pausing at the top, counting out for 6 slowly, and pausing at the bottom, taking your own cycles. On your next exhale, as you come to the bottom of your breath, Just return to your natural breathing. Gently in and out through the nose. Smiling to yourself for the good feels of our practice. The time you're giving yourself and what that can do and bring to your heart and your mind. Let's invite some movement here. Just gently bow your head, chin to your chest, stretch through the back of your neck and roll it to one side, lengthening from the shoulder up across the top of the shoulder and the neck. Just hold it here or maybe massage it on that side angle. Allow the pull of those muscles to lengthen and then roll it forward as you exhale, inhaling to the other side. What do you notice about these tiny little muscles connected all to your back, all to your shoulder? Show them some attention. Exhale, roll to the front. Inhale to the other side. And back to center. To the other side, inhaling. And then coming back to neutral neck position. Just roll out the shoulders gently. We're going to bring our hands to our shoulders and lengthen the lever so that we have, I guess, elbow movement. That kind of allows for a bigger range of movement. As you go back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the chest, and then bring the elbows up. Bigger range of joint movement. Enjoy the feel. If you've been on your computer all day, this is your moment to open the body. Unlock the body. Roll the opposite direction. Feel like some kind of stunted bird with my little wings here. Yeah, I'm in such a giggly mood, guys. I think I'm gonna forget all my lefts and rights and just play this evening, just play with you guys. Great, relax your hands, bring your hands together, cross your fingers and just roll out the wrists. We're gonna come into our hands. Whenever our hands are on the mat, nice wide fingers, kind of engaging and gripping the mat. I also want to talk about our shoulder position today. So just a little bit of a alignment talk through before we begin. We're going to be coming into some side angles and a lot of movement with the shoulders, kind of gripping onto parts of the body and lengthening. So what usually happens is when we're tight in our back, your shoulders are going to internally rotate. You hold a lot of tension in your shoulders. When I ask you to externally rotate, let's do this. Let's put our arm out in front, palms face down. Pronation of the hands. Carlotta's gonna love this. This is like, I've been learning alignment and anatomy lately, so this is great for me. What I want you to do is put your other hand on your shoulder and feel what's going on in the joint. So as you supinate the hands, supinate like holding soup, upward palm, feel what the shoulder does and then pronate the hand, turn it down. Hopefully you can feel the shoulder externally rotating, opening, and internally rotating. This is really important for allowing the body and the chest to open and also not holding tension in the neck. And yoga, if you're doing it a lot, you usually get a lot of shoulder issues because of the way we have to strengthen and support. So when we open up, let's open up the shoulder now, like this. If you pronate, so palm face down, feel the shoulder joint, and then open the palm and feel the shoulder externally rotate. When we're in any side angle, you can relax your arm. When we're in any side angle today, and we're twisting, I want you to imagine that you're doing this sweeping motion, opening up, and feeling the shoulder externally rotate and move away from the ear, rather than internally rotating and holding a lot of tension here in the shoulder and the neck. So as I say, externally rotate, open the shoulder, that's the kind of cue that I want you to consider as we open up the body. Cool? So keep that in your mind and let's play with that today. Let's come onto our hands and our knees. Table pose, gentle cats and cows, but we're gonna washing machine this. So drop the belly, push the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the spine, gently look up. Have a nice stretch here, a few breaths. I do like to shake a little bit here, open up the chest, the hips. A good cue is to relax the bottom. Just let the hole open. So crude, I know, it's such a crass yoga class. But really allow that belly to drop, really allow everything to soften, to lengthen. And then exhale, round the spine for cat stretch. Drawing your hips towards your elbows, rounding the shoulders. Wide fingers gripping the mat, pushing up through the hands. On your next inhale, drop the belly for cow. And exhale for cat. Really liquefy your movements. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. And from cat pose, let's roll our bodies over to the right. We're going to washing machine this. As you bring your body over to the right side, drop the belly, curve the spine, look forward at the center, and then bring it over to the left, rounding your shoulders as you come back up to cat. So it's a little bit of a, like your middle part is becoming a rubber band as you round the spine gently. And of course, if that just doesn't feel good, you can just do simple cow and cats. Just take your time, inhaling as you come into the cow. As you lean over, round, exhale. And then changing direction. I have to think really hard to kind of change direction. Take your breathing here with the movement. And when that feels done, come back to neutral spine. Let's come into full plank, guys. Just going straight in today, straight into the strength work. Options here, you can lower your knees, push up through the hands and push the shoulders away from the ears. So low plank, otherwise coming into full plank. Squeeze the thighs together, tuck the tailbone under and bring your pubic bone towards your ribs. So you're really engaging your core, pushing up through your shoulders and lengthening through the top of the head, long in the spine. Breathe here. We're going to place the right hand in towards the center. If you are in a low lunge, this is fine. What we're going to do is take our left foot in front of us, like this. So bring the left foot, not in front, sorry, to the side. Okay, nice stretch through the side of the hip here. So if you're in full plank, you're stepping that left foot out to the side of you. Take your left hand to the knee and pull the chest forward and sink the right hip down. Monkey stretch, deep side stretch here. Feel that stretch? If you are on your knees and you're doing this, you're doing the same thing. You probably will bring the hip down to the ground. So play with that position. What does that feel like? Lift the hips, take it back to full plank when you're ready. Support yourself in the transition. And this time, take it to the other side. Right foot coming to the side of you, bringing the right hand to the right knee, and then exhale, lower the hip down. Pushing, if you wish, pushing that right knee away, pulling up through the body. And you can even play in this kind of pose, sinking down, feel that stretch through the side of the body, or lifting up and pushing away. When you're ready, exhale, come back to full plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lowering your chest down like our vinyasas. Inhale, push up for upward facing dog. Or lowering yourself onto your elbows for a baby cobra. And just massage yourself here, taking a few breaths in cobra or upward facing dog. Shoulders are back and down away from the ears. Curl the back toes under. Exhale, lift the hips for downward facing dog. Coming onto your tippy toes, push back, lift the tailbone to the ceiling, wide fingers gripping the mat. And you want to externally rotate those shoulders. So draw the inner arms inwards and upwards to the ceiling. Flatten the scapula on your back. Relax your neck. Soften the knees as you bring your heels closer towards the ground. You're welcome to walk your dog. Take your deep Ujjayi breaths in and out through the nose. Meditate in your asana. This is our seat, our meditation, our empowerment, and our place just to listen to what's going on in our bodies. Bring our breath into this practice. When you're ready, inhale to plank, strengthen the position. This time take the left foot back to the side position as before and come into a supported side plank. Again, you can take your knees there. Otherwise, what we're going to do is do a little bit of movement here, and I'm just kind of giving some steps for our Vinyasa flow today so you kind of know what's going on. So as you're doing this, push up through the right hip, lift and squeeze, feel the crunch here in your obliques. Now, we're going to bring our weight onto our left foot. That's why it's there, really. What I'm going to do is, I don't know if you're watching or you can see me, but I'm going to transfer this right foot underneath my body, gripping onto my big toe. And as I push that into my hand, I'm going to support myself and come up into a pistol squat. Have a go. See if you've got it. This kind of grip with the foot is going to help support you. So have your own go. I'm holding my squat. If you're there, hold it with me. Breathe. And we're going to try and reverse it. So your right hand comes down, bending this foot, lift the hips and take it back into your side plank. Nice. I can see you all looking a little bit like puzzles. Beautiful. Full plank when you're ready. Inhale to full plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. I'm going to turn my dog around so I don't do this and kick the wall. Nice. Inhale to full plank when you're ready. Exhale, take the left foot in front of you and come into your side, supported side plank. Lifting up through the hip, engage the obliques. Imagine you're kind of knitting your ribs together as you exhale. And again, transfer it on this side. So this hand is going to come and catch the toe of the leg as you bring the left leg underneath you, sitting and support yourself up into your pistol squat. Nice. Breathe here. Try and sit a little taller in your spine, rolling your shoulders back and down. Feel your inner groin balancing for you. Balancing pose. Taking it back, left hand comes down to the mat, release the toe, and step back into your side plank. Beautiful side planks. Now this shoulder, if you want to put your hand on your right shoulder, roll the elbow back towards you and roll it back. So kind of down and back up, and then extend the arm. And maybe that feels different for you, that external rotation and pushing the shoulder away from your ear. Nice, it releases all that tension there. Full plank when you're ready. Step the right foot back. Inhale in full plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Exhale. On your next inhale, look forward. Come up onto your tippy toes. Step, jump, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Lengthen through the top of the head, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. Squatting into this, almost like you're touching into a chair, but we're just gonna roll the spine up vertebra by vertebra, lifting up into our salute of the sky. Bring the hands together, lengthen the body, and coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice, rolling the shoulders, relax the wrists, and let's just stretch out through the hands. Take one hand forward, bend the fingers back. How do you feel? What do you notice? Swapping hands when you're ready. Lovely, guys. Feel free to have a drink or a wipe whenever you need. Okay, so we're gonna build this into the practice. We're gonna just do another little kind of drill to show you what we're working towards today. So we did this on the side by coming into our pistol grip. We're gonna try and do this from the front. So it's a little bit different and a little bit more like a puzzle. So can you meet me? Let's come into downward facing dog before we start our flow. Let's take the right foot in between the hands into our lunge. And let's just sit in this lunge and try and open up through the hip flexors, open up into the groin. So I want you to bring your chest forward, flat back, shoulders away from the ears, and you kind of sink into your lunge a little deeper. Option is to drop the back knee. So you just modify where you need, okay? So coming into your lunge. From here, we're gonna take the left hand down a little bit in front of the right toes. This gives you a little bit more room because you do come forward on your shoulder, okay? So getting that position, we're gonna rotate and open into a lunge twist, opening our chest up to the right, bringing our hand up. Again, test your shoulder by bringing your right hand to your right shoulder, spin the elbow down and up, open up the shoulder, externally rotate. What do you notice? Pushing the shoulder away from the ear. Breathe. Now, this is where we get into our pistol grip. So this back leg is gonna come between our arms. You're gonna have to come up onto your fingertips. If you wanna drop the back knee, do that now. Have a rest and watch what I do. So just a little bit of instruction, a little bit of a demo. So you're here, you're gonna exhale. I like to bring my hand to my right knee. It's not very good to see, is it? I like to bring my hand to my right knee. And what I like to do is come onto my left fingertips. I don't know if you can see them on my left fingertips. Lift up through the strength of the right leg. Bring that leg in front and grab onto the big toes. Pistol grip. And you reverse that by lifting up, push up through the left hand and take the leg back into your side twist. And do it one more time from here. I exhale, fingertips. Take this left leg, squeeze. You have to squeeze your core together. As you bring this foot through, grab the toes for balance and sink into your pistol squat. You can then let go and hover the leg. Grab onto the toes, lift up through the right hip and step it back into your side angle. Then we'll go chaturanga, okay? Have a go of that. My hip is exhausted right now from demoing that. It needs a little time. I'm gonna have a quick look at you play with that. So come into your lunge, have a go. I can see people already in their squats, it's beautiful. Opening up through the body and then reverse. So lifting up, if you're holding your toe, lift back up and then take it through. Nice. Yeah, beautiful. Lovely, Lee, that was wonderful. Really nice and controlled. So using that breath to kind of control. When you're ready, bring it back to downward facing dog. Just allow the hips to kind of straighten and lengthen rather than all that twisting and that strengthening. And this time take the left foot forward. Lunge. Let's sit in our lunge, opening up the pelvis, stretching through the right hip flexor, straightening through the spine. And when you're ready, taking the right hand a little more in front of the left toes and opening up into your side lunge. Nice. Strengthen that back leg. Coming onto the back toes. Lengthen the body. Take your left hand to your shoulder. Externally rotate the arm to allow more room to twist and to remove the tension in that shoulder joint. Beautiful. Breathe. Okay, pistol grip action, a bit of fun. Look to the ground. We're bringing the right leg through and catching the toe on the way, coming up onto our right fingertips as you lift through the left hip and bring that right leg forward, coming into your pistol squat. Play with your balance here because some of you might need to be on your left tippy toes depending on your ankle flexibility. So just play here. And then take it back through, and open up through the side twist. Just for good measure, let's do it twice. Bring that leg through. An option here is to let go of the toe, but hover the leg. Woohoo! Grab the toe, take it back behind you, and open up into your side plank. Side twist. Side lunge. Take the hand down, step back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Take your moment here, a few breaths. Allowing the hips to soften, feel free to bend the knees. And just play in your downward dog. Look between the hands, come onto your tippy toes. We're gonna stack our shoulders over our wrists, kind of like you're coming into a handstand, which we're not. So keep the knees straight, walk on your tippy toes as far forward as you can until you can't walk any more further because your shoulders are stacking over your wrists, and then bend the knees and step between your hands. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. And gently spin your hands around your feet, releasing the spine. Hold onto your elbows like a ragdoll. Release the neck. Gently, softly bending your knees, roll the spine up for Urdhva Namaskarasana. Hands coming together, and exhale, Tadasana. Have a towel, have a drink. We're going to build the pistol squat into our Vinyasa. A little bit more movement, a little bit more sweat maybe. A little bit more heart engagement, and all with the breath. Beautiful. Let's stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet can be hip width apart, or you can bring your feet together, whatever gives you spaciousness and access to your body. Spread the toes wide, draw the thighs together, engage the glutes, squeeze the Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor. Lengthen through your spine. At the same time as drawing the legs in, gently pull them away from each other and feel your outer hips engage. Imagine you're lifting your kneecaps up and away, engage the quads. Round the shoulders back and down from your ears and energetically point your fingers down to the mat. Every asana is our practice, is a part of how we hold ourselves with our breath. And these poses can form a foundation for how we practice life off the mat. When you're ready, exhale, let all your air out. Inhale, lift up for Urdhva Namaskarasana. Bring the hands together. Lengthen through the sides of the body. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hinging from the hips, soft in the knees. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, put your hands by your feet, step back for plank pose and Chaturanga, lowering down towards the ground. Of course, take your knees down if that feels good. Inhale, push up through the hands. Halfway lift or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, soften the body. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On our next inhale, let's raise the right leg up for a 3-legged dog. Spread the toes. Put energy through that lifted leg. Breathe here. Grip the mat with your fingers. Push back through the shoulders. And gently take this right knee to the right elbow. 3-legged plank. Push up through the hands. Engage that right knee. Now we're going to take that right knee down to our right wrist. Just hovering it above the ground and then lift it back to the elbow. Inhale, drop it to the wrist. Exhale, take it back up to the elbow. Inhale to the wrist. Exhale, lift the knee up to the elbow. Take the leg to the sky. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, take that foot in between the hands for lunge pose. Woo! Drop the back heel, lifting up into warrior 1. Inhale. Bring your hands to your heart center as you exhale. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, lunging a little deeper if that feels good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands down into our lunge. Let's invite the pistol grip. First, inhale to our side twist. Exhale here. Inhale, take your gaze to the ground and start to transition by lifting that foot forward, grabbing your big toe and sitting in your pistol squat. Breathe here and think about your posture, lengthening through the side of the body. If you can lift your left arm off the mat, holding here, sitting taller, try and find your asana. Compose yourself and breathe. Draw the right shoulder back and down. Exhale, take that left hand to the mat, lift up through the right hip and take yourself back into your side twist. A few breaths here. Right hip is fatigued, that's okay. On your next exhale, step the right foot back into plank and chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. 3 breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, come to plank pose. We have our knee drills. I forgot to lift the leg, but we'll get there. Lift the left leg, 3-legged plank, and take the left knee to the left elbow. Push up through the hands to lift and engage the shoulders. As you inhale, take the left knee to the wrist. Exhale, push up and squeeze as you lift the knee to the elbow. Inhale to the wrist. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lift the knee. Inhale, take that leg, three-legged dog. Take it to the ceiling. Lengthen that leg, spread the toes, push back through the hands. Woo. Allow the breath to calm you, to stabilize you. Look between the hands as you exhale, bring it into your lunge. Coming into warrior one, drop the back heel and lift the upper body. Inhaling here. Exhaling, hands to your heart center for 3 breaths. Inhaling and exhale, sinking a little deeper. Straightening that back leg. Is your knee in line with your second and third toe at the front? Your next exhale, take the hands down to the mat for lunge. That back heel is lifted, straightening and strength through the back leg. Right hand comes down to the ground and inhale, lift the left arm up for side angle. Twisting here, think of your shoulder externally rotating and opening up through that shoulder. Nice. Breathe. Okay, pistol grip time. Looking to the ground. You're going to be coming up onto your right fingertips as you bring that right leg through. Pistol grip here. And if you can, balancing by taking your right hand off the ground in front of you. Sitting a little taller. Find your balance. Drawing that left shoulder back and down. When you're ready, right hand comes down, a lift up through the left leg and take it back to your side twist. Beautiful control, everybody. Take your time, externally rotate the shoulder. Look to the ground. You can go to downward facing dog, otherwise chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale to downward dog for 3 breaths. Take your own count. And as you exhale, soften the body. Inhaling, lengthening the tailbone to the ceiling. And exhaling, softening a little more. Coming back into your composure. Back into your control. Take the knees down to the mat, nice and wide, either side of your mat. Exhale into child's pose. Relaxing the forehead to the mat. And taking your arms by your legs, relaxing the shoulders. Feel free to have a wipe or a drink. Okay, now I talked about a strap, didn't I? I hope you guys feel okay. When you're ready, come up onto your knees. I'm gonna show this and work in my capacity because I have tight hip flexors for me, and we're gonna play with dancer's pose. I always feel like I'm really elegant, then I see a photo of myself and it's not like those yoga pictures, you know? And that's great, that's fine. So a strap is going to, you know, if you feel confident with your balance, can give you a little bit more lift and support and length. You have a little bit more length than just what you're attached to. So I'm just gonna demo this one as well, and how we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna bring us eventually into a dancer pose. So you're gonna be in this position. We're gonna have something like this happen. And I'll invite you to loop your strap onto your foot. If you don't have a strap and you have a towel, then I'll invite you to loop your towel over your foot and you'll hold your towel in one hand. This is the size of my towel, right? Imagine it's longer and you can loop your towel, right? So you can play with your strapping. What we'll do with our towel, you'll be holding, or your strap, you'll be holding it in one arm. I'm going to invite you to take it back behind you, keeping the leg bent and lowering the hips to kind of face parallel to the ground. With your towel, you're going to externally rotate the shoulder, opening the chest and lifting up into your dancer's pose. You can feel like, you can see I can really lift my leg here, okay, and allow myself to balance. So strap is a really nice tool to play with because I can't get that much lift. It's stuck on my foot. I can't get that much lift when it's my arm. So if you have nothing, you're going to be taking your leg back, externally rotating the shoulder, lowering yourself down, finding the inner edge of your foot, not the outer edge. Use the inner edge to get more leverage to push back. And you'll lower down into your dancer's pose, pushing back and lifting the body up as you use that kind of force to help your body lengthen and lift. So you don't need a strap. So play with what you have, experience the movement. If you want to try that now, I'm going to give us 2 minutes to kind of just try and work with the tools that we have. So coming up onto your feet when you're ready, I'm going to do the other side. Okay. If you don't have a strap, I'm going to do this one without a strap. Okay. So let's bring our hands to our hips, lengthen the body, and lift one leg up. We're going to keep this foot lifted. If you're holding your strap, you're going to hold your strap. Take your torso down towards the ground, kicking that leg back, keeping the knee bent, and finding balance. Focus on the ground, find a driti, find your gaze. Externally rotate the shoulder. With your hand, find the inner edge of your foot. Push your foot against your hand. Lift the knee up. Balance and breathe. As you pull that knee up, push back through the foot and take your left arm in front of you for dancer's pose. If you have a strap, you can hold the strap behind you and lift a little higher if that feels good. When you're ready, slowly bring the leg down and change legs. Have a go on the other side. I'm gonna have a look at what you're playing with. So just balance it up with a little bit of kind of body feel now. And also it's a back extension, you're back bending. So be gentle with your back. Lovely. Balance and breathe. Beautiful. Using that strap above your head, if you can. Pushing your foot into the strap. Shorten the strap if you want to get a little bit more of a back bend. A little bit more pull on that hip flexor. Nice. Take your time. See some of you still kind of feeling that pose. Pushing that foot into the towel to really lift and open the body, and then slowly reverse it. Bring yourself back up and find yourselves back in Tadasana. Nice. Good job, guys. Take your time. I'm going to have another drink. So, for our vinyasa, towels or straps ready at the front of your mat to grab. We will find ourselves in this position, and with your balance, I'm going to ask you to pick it up, strap, or if you're with your hand, you're ready to kind of do your own thing, okay? Our hearts are going to be beating. We're going to be breathing and moving, and just feel your breath compose you. Use your driti, use that focus point to kind of anchor yourself in our balance. And of course, you don't have to do any of it. Just stand and breathe and find your own composure. Let's do it. When you're ready, come to the front of your mat. Mountain pose. It's a beautiful track of music to play with right now. Round the shoulders back and down. Find your mountain, standing firm in Tadasana. Let out all the air, exhale. Inhale, lift up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Hinge from the hips, exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Nice and flowy. Inhale for halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands come down by your feet, step back for plank and chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up. We're going to take the drills. Exhale, take the right knee to the right elbow. Take the leg to the ceiling as you inhale for three-legged dog. This time, take the right knee to the right wrist, a little bit lower. It's hovering off the ground. Inhale, lift the leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Exhale, take it to the elbow. Inhale, take it to the sky. And this time, take it forward into warrior one. Place the right foot between the hands. Drop the back heel, lift up the torso. Inhale. Exhale to namaste. Let's take the arms up again. Inhale, lift up. Rounding the spine, I invite a little bit of a back bend. To namaste, exhale. Inhale, open the body up again. Lift up to the ceiling. Exhale, take your hands down to your twisted lunge. Left hand on the mat, right hand lifted. Externally rotate the right shoulder and straighten and strengthen the back leg. Breathe here for 3 breaths. Take your own breathing. Lengthening and balancing. Looking forward, get your fingers ready to pistol grip squat. Lift up onto your left fingertips. Engage the right hip as you bring that left foot forward, gripping it and taking your left hands up, straightening your spine as you balance here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, your left hand comes down, lift up through the right hip and take your lunge, opening up into your twist. Exhale for chaturanga. Take the right foot back, lower the chest. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left side, inhale, raise the left leg up. Take the left knee to the left elbow. Take the leg to the ceiling, inhale, we're working hard. Exhale, left knee to wrist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Take the left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Into our warriors, take the left foot in between the hands. Drop the back heel, lift up. Warrior one. Namaste, exhale. Option here, I invite you to lift the hands up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to namaste. Inhale, open up. And exhale to namaste. Looking to the ground. Inhale first. Exhale, come into your lunge. Back heel lifts. Strengthen the back leg. Right hand on the mat. Open up into your side angle. Nice. Breathe. Externally rotate the shoulder. Nice. Good consciousness there. All right, looking to the mat, finding our balance. Pistol grip. Come onto the right fingertips. Exhale, bring that right leg through. I knew I'd get that wrong. And take yourself there. Lifting up the right hand if you can. Squeeze your muscles onto balance. Lengthen the spine if you can. Take the right hand down, exhale, step back into our side angle twist. Beautiful. Look to the ground. Take it to chaturanga when you're ready. Exhale, lower the chest down. Inhale for upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Softening, exhale. Inhale with your breath. And exhale. control. Inhale and exhale. We're not done. Take the right foot into a lunge in between our hands. Look forward. We're going to bring our body up and come into that stance that I invited in the beginning. Nice big movement. Hands are lifted towards the ceiling. I don't even know what this is called. A standing Tadasana with your knee lifted. You have to give that one to me later, guys. Anyway, I think you're all in this pose. Great. So I'm going to invite you to towel, strap, or get ready with your hand as we come into a dancer's pose. As you notice, your right leg is balancing for you. Your right leg is working really hard. So lift yourself up, take your right hand to your waist or your hip, and find your driti gaze on the ground. Find that point of focus. Breathe into your focus now. Don't worry about me. Don't look at me. Engage the right leg by lifting the kneecap up. Squeeze the glutes, engage the mula bandha. As you exhale, switch on your core. Focus on those verbal cues and engage the right muscles. We're going to take this leg back behind us by slowly bringing our heart towards the ground, hinging from the right hip, keeping that back knee bent. Lengthen through the top of the head, push the shoulders away from the ears. If you've got a strap, adjust yourself so that your shoulders open and externally rotate. Lifting yourself on that strap, lifting that back leg up, balance, and come into your dancer's pose. Find your own version, whatever works for you. Feel the strength in your right glutes working. And when you're ready, exhale, lower the left knee down, lower the foot to the ground, and gently shake out the right leg. Yes. No way I could see what you were doing, but power to you. I hope it feels good. I hope you feel like a dancer. I feel like a pretzel, but you know, we're working within our capacity. We're pushing our body with our breath and with the strength that we've got. And that's all you can do. Okay, we're gonna come back to the other side. Let's get there by inhaling, lift the upper body up. Urdhva Namaskarasana, just stretch the body up. Exhale, forward fold. We take a full vinyasa to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back for plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take the take the left foot into your lunge. Left foot comes forward, or the opposite foot this time. We're going to come up into that standing lifted knee pose. So using the strength of your left glute and the balance of your body, lift your torso up and bring yourself up. Lift the hands up to the ceiling, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Find your strap or your towel, or you're using your hand, whatever works for you. Okay. Taking your left hand to your hip, lengthen your spine. Engage the muscles, straighten that left leg, squeeze the glutes on, engage the pelvic floor. As you exhale, feel your core switch on by narrowing the ribs together, engaging your deeper abdominals. Your left kneecap is lifted. Switch it all on as you balance and focus on one point. Take your breath. When you're ready, take the right leg behind you. If you've got your hand coming to meet you behind you, that's fine. Keep the knee bent. Hip points are facing down. If you're using your strap, you can lengthen the strap out in front of you. Bring your hands up behind your head and shorten the length. You can do that with your towel as well. Lowering your torso, lifting the knee, balancing and breathing here. When you feel done, slowly lowering that leg if you haven't done that yet. Shaking out the left leg and releasing the towel or the strap. Wow, amazing to feel. Like, what did you notice about the different sides? Take a moment to reflect on your practice. I have a strap stuck to my foot. Okay. I'm just gonna get down on the ground. Feel free to come down with me. We're gonna do some finishing poses, guys. Just stretch out our backs a little bit. Okay, I got it. Thought that was gonna be there forever. Feel free to have a towel, have a wipe. Take a moment to think and reflect on where that balance sat in your body. When you're ready, slowly sitting on your sit bones, feet are flat, but you know, all the fat's down there too, so let's just sit on that. Feet are flat out in front of you, and take your arms out in front of you, rolling the shoulders back and down, lifting the heart, straightening the spine. Imagine there's a cord lifting you up through your neck. Breathe here. And we're gonna roll a little bit onto our lower backs. I have a lot of luscious booty here to kind of cushion myself. If you don't and it's quite bony, it can be kind of hard to find that balance. You don't want to feel like your tailbone is pushing sharply into the mat. So you might want to roll back on your sacrum a little bit lower like this to balance. Otherwise, have all the cushion, and when you're ready, lift your legs up into a half boat pose. Roll the shoulders back and down. I always start doing this again. So open the chest, open the heart. How are you going? You thought the strength was done. This is a balance session, so we're balancing. Breathe here. Let's counter stretch this by taking our feet to the mat and slowly lowering backwards vertebra by vertebra. Bringing your shoulders back to the mat and relaxing your head on the mat. Hands coming out to the sides. Take the left foot up into the sky and cross it over the right knee. Take the left foot under the calf, double cross, Garuda legs. So if you can double cross, otherwise single crossing is fine. Double cross the legs. Drop the legs over to the right as you look to the left. Palms are face down out from the shoulders. Gentle twist through the lower back. Exhale, see if you can sink a little heavier. Keeping those shoulders pushing down into the mat, not lifting. Sigh it out with a smile. My warriors. Inhale back to center, lifting those legs up. Unhook the legs. Take your arms straight up to the ceiling, out from your shoulders. We're going to tuck the tailbone under so that we have no gap underneath our backs. Lift your head up, bringing your chin towards your chest. And if you can, exhale, use the strength of your core, lifting up the upper body, lifting the feet up into your half boat pose. Take yourself there nice and controlled. Of course, support yourself with your hands if you need. That's fine. Exhale, slowly lower the feet down to the mat and roll backwards. All core engagement, nice and controlled. Take the palms down to the ground either side of you and lift the right leg up to the ceiling. Crossing it over the left knee. See if you can double cross Garuda legs. Keeping the shoulders firmly planted, take your legs over to the left as you look to the right. Exhale. Breathe here. On your next inhale, bring the legs up. And exhale, relax the body. Final stretch, happy baby. Happy, happy baby. Bring those feet up to the ceiling. Knees are wider than your hips. You can bring the heels down to find the outer edges of your feet with your hands. Firmly plant your shoulders on the mat, lengthen the spine, and lift those heels. Happy baby. Feel free to roll around, play with yourself, play with this practice. Invite the Lila flow. And to end August sessions with Mika, we're gonna say our little mantra. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy. Just like all those happy babies in the world. Childlike, wild, free. And slowly lowering your feet. Stretch your hands above your head. Point your toes. Tension all the muscles on. And then slowly, gently relax everything. Coming into Shavasana. Closing your eyes, palms face up to the ceiling. I know some people might need to duck out. That's fine if you need to. Or if you want to go and just take your own time, you're more than welcome to step out and just enjoy the space as we come into Shavasana now. Thank you for practicing with me, guys. Otherwise, let's take the time together in Shavasana. Maybe take another conscious breath in and out. Exhale, feel your body sink a little deeper and soften. And with your next exhale, feel yourself disappear. Allowing your nervous system to unwind. Allowing yourself to unravel and to just be. We're slowly going to come back to consciousness with our breath, while keeping everything relaxed and still. Just going to take a breath in and feel the movement in the body with our inhalation. And as we exhale through the mouth, just feel your body soften, deflate, and melt, but consciously so. Inhaling, imagining that breath coming in, and our living body, all of that healthy blood pumping through the body, down the legs, all the way to the toes, down the arms to the fingers, feeling that expansion. Sighing it out and feeling that softness again. Inhaling, inviting more spaciousness, a little more awareness again, and maybe even opening the mouth and just sighing it out. Turning your palms face down, maybe feeling the temperature of the floor, the texture of your rug or your carpet or your mat, the coolness of your tiles, the texture of the wood. Whatever you feel, allow the little things that you notice to come back into your mind. What do you hear? What do you smell? Let's invite some movement slowly by just bringing our arms gently above your head, keeping the elbows bent. Just changing the weight. Still feeling heaviness in the body. Still feeling utterly relaxed. This precious time to consciously relax. A very beautiful thing. And if you feel ready to roll onto one side of your body, I invite you. Rolling over, changing your weight, maybe gently opening your eyes, bringing yourself back into the space. And if you feel ready to lift yourself up, back to a seated position, take yourself there. Sitting comfortably, but sitting a little taller in your posture. Bringing your hands to your knees or your thighs, giving them a gentle stroke. A stroke of appreciation, changing the dialogue in our heads, of our bodies, and appreciating this. They move for us. They allow us to do what we want and carry us. They are a marvel. You are a marvel. So give that time to build that dialogue, to build this appreciation. This is your space. It's safe, and you get to speak and honor yourself the way you desire. So take yourself there, roll your shoulders, delight in that gentle movement. Maybe gently rolling your neck to one side and gently to the other side. Bringing yourself back to center. Bring your hands to your heart and gently bowing your head here. Reflecting on this month. I mean, that might take a bit more time than right now, but inviting the mantra of that may all beings be happy. And may you find that sweet balance, that sweet space for yourself. May you also be happy. Thank you for this practice today and the quality of your company. Namaste.